Hi, I'm Tammy Cutler, and I've decided to take some time away from the corporate world to try my hand at painting and sketching all plein air. Join me on my journey as I tackle the ups and downs of painting outside. Hi everyone, I've come out today to Lynde Shores Conservation Area, a great nature spot in Whitby, Ontario. It's a balmy 0 degrees outside today and I'm all geared up to do some plein air painting. What gear do I have today? Well, I got my silly hat and I've got a heated vest, so I'm really excited to see how it works out. It's got full controls on all the different zones, so I'm hoping that will keep me warm. Lynde Shores Conservation Area is located about an hour from Toronto and nestled just south of Whitby, Ontario. Parking is located just off of Halls Road, a little north of Lake Ontario. The area is a great spot for wildlife viewing and has a number of looping trails. Established in 1972, the two marshes provide a habitat for nesting birds. It is an important stopover point for migrating waterfowl and shorebirds. The area is a perfect spot to connect with nature, where you might catch a glimpse of wild deer grazing on plant life, or little chickadees flitting to and fro. The air is filled with the sound of geese and other birds as they fly overhead. According to Ontario Tech University, archaeological finds on the north shore of Lake Ontario point to human activity in the area around Lynde Marsh, dating back to more than 10,000 years. Today, we recognize Lynde Shores as being part of the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Greater Anishinaabe Nation. Just past the entrance, you come to a fork in the road, a trifecta of possibilities. The path to the right leads to the waterfront. I'm going to take the middle road. I'm sure there's a song about that somewhere. I'm going to set up here by this little snowy trail. If you've seen some of my work before, you know I like little windy paths. The snow is also really nice the way it sits on some of the trees and grasses. The first thing I like to do is find the horizon, and I quite often like to sketch out my painting with some thinned out burnt sienna. It's nice because sometimes you see a little bit of it left behind on the edges of some of the objects in my painting. This can give them a nice little bit of pop. For my palette, I'm using titanium white, cadmium yellow light and medium, a yellow ochre, burnt sienna, raw umber, a couple of greens to save a little on mixing time, a sap, and an olive, a dab of alizarin crimson, ultramarine for my blue, and one of my favorite colors, dioxazine purple. For my surface, I'm using a 9x12 piece of gessoed hardboard, which is really nice and compact for plein air painting. Wow, those geese are really loud up there today. My easel is what you'd call a pochade box, and it's made by sienna. I've also made a little trough for my paint out of aluminum molding so that I can pull it out and put it in a tube for easy transport home when I'm done. Some people call this a paint garage. I find that a bit funny. At this point, I start getting in the basic colors, and I don't worry too much about the details until later on. Sometimes I'll tinker with it a bit when I get home and do a few little touch-ups here and there when the paint is dry. Though some plein air purists might frown on that, I figure whatever works, right? I find the best part of plein air painting is really the opportunity to connect with nature. Just being outside, breathing the fresh air, I spent many years in an office setting, so this really is such a lovely break. Well, that's a wrap for today. What a great day for painting. The weather was really nice. I can't believe how great it was for January, but that's Canada for you. So please like and subscribe if you liked this video to join me on more of my plein air adventures.